right, there's some more Jeff Okudah rumors out there that the Lions could be moving him pretty soon. That could be, if the rumors are true, it could indicate that the Lions probably plan on drafting a cornerback early in the 2023 draft. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So, I mean, obviously they haven't exercised his fifth-year option. My thing is, does that make him more attractive that he has 2 years left on his contract? Do guys just want him as a rental? There's been some talks about possibly trade him to the Rams. It was like a real rumor, just like a little small, like a rumor from somewhere else on the net saying that he probably only worked for third around the league. If I can get a third for Jeff Okudah, he'd be gone today. If I didn't believe in him, I thought he had a real good season last year until he, had the head injury. But obviously they prepared to move on. Is he worth more with us, or is he worth more to somewhere else? If you can get a third round pick for him, I think he's worth more to somewhere else. But also, you waiting on Emmanuel Mosley come off an injury, and then you got Jerry Jacobs just came off an injury. So I just like the strength in numbers, to be honest. I mean, it depends on what you believe on everybody else. So two people that probably, occupy that spot is three people is a rookie or Mosley and Jerry Jacobs. Both, Jerry Jacobs almost 1 year removed from his injury, and Emmanuel Mosley 1 year off of ACL. So that's that's a big question, and Jeff Okudah probably gonna make another good jump this year, coming off another ACL and coming off the Achilles injury. The second year, he should start to gain, some of his superpowers, all his superpowers back. So, it's the question you had. He might be more valuable to you. If they talking about 5th or 6th round draft pick, he might be more valuable to you, to the Detroit Lions, and just put him in the mix and have him compete. I don't know where Chase Lucas at and all of this, but part of what they thinking about, they can always move Melifonwu back to corner if they need be. So if that's the case, you can always move Melifonwu back to corner. I mean, more than likely, I'm thinking at the 6th pick or the 18th pick, or them moving back up, I'm thinking maybe Cam Smith from the corner out of South Carolina. You may be thinking Joey Porter Jr. You may be thinking Weatherspoon from Illinois. Or Christian Gonzalez. Some people like Weatherspoon is the best corner out there. Some people say Christian Gonzalez the next Patrick Surtain. Christian Gonzalez is not as good in zone as Weatherspoon right now, not as aggressive coming downhill and jumping shit, but the Lions play a lot of man. Tremendous amount of man. So that probably won't be a big issue here. He can, you can get his zone, back, zone up in practice, but I think it's a great spot. Just like I said, it's a great spot to draft a quarterback. In general, guess what? It's no pressure on him to play. Goff is playing well, so the fans are not going to be hollering and screaming for a backup. It's a great thing to, take a quarterback, let him learn behind Goff. It's a great thing with a cornerback. It's no pressure on Gonzalez to come out here and beat out Jerry Jacobs, beat out Jeff Okudah, beat out Cam Sutton. It's no, you think about 2-3 years down the line, you want him to be the #1 corner. So what better way than no pressure on him to come in and save the franchise? You know what I'm saying? He can learn, get better. And if he end up beating some of these guys out or injuries force him in the starting lineup, I think that's the strategy. If I'm a bet man, I think few things can happen. I think they can move down, accumulate picks, and then take a corner. I think they can move down, take some left, accumulate a few more picks, move back in the first round, end up with an interior defensive lineman, or in a running back or a skill position need. They can stay at 6 and take a corner. They can wait to 18, maybe even move back, gain more picks, and take Cam Smith a little bit later. So they got a wealth of options that they can do. Because right now, I've seen Cam Smith going to the top of the 2nd round. Some people got him the 3rd best corner out there. So that's the question. That Gringo kid could fall down a little bit. And I think with Detroit, one thing you're looking for at corner, I think, is a very, very athletic corner. I think you're looking for somebody that's super duper athletic with size, and Gonzalez might fit that bill. You might look at somebody that could just straight up run. And I feel like they don't have that. Somebody that could just straight up fly. And if you get that with the speed and everything else with it and the size, You can't pass that up. So, but yeah, I think, if it's a third round pick, I think that's square business, and that's business that you got to do. But if it's, you talking about 6th, 5th, 7th round picks, then I start thinking you basically pretty much, just think he might be worth more to the Lions than somewhere else at that point. So it'd be nice to see him, coming off a year where he played double-digit games, first time in the league, and see what he do next year. He might surprise some people. But it's competition in that room, because you think about it, Melifano can always shift back to corner if need be. I think Chase Lucas is still around. You got Emmanuel Mosley coming off a ACL injury. You got Jerry Jacobs, Cam Sutton. So I mean, you got a number of corners already there. But I still thinking they looking for their true number one that can grow into that. And I think, just as I said about the quarterback position, they're in a great spot. Take a quarterback, let them learn. I think in the receiver position, at the cornerback position, in another great spot. Draft him, let him flourish, take his time, and when his number called, or if he win a job, you just, let him spread his wings and fly. So, yeah, I think that'd be the smart thing to do for the Lions, in my opinion. Especially if you can get somebody that could be the number one corner eventually. That's just what they're missing in the secondary. You got a ball hawk and Kirby Joseph that can make things happen. You got Walker, who could be very active in the box, making tackles. And on the outside, you just saying Cam Sutton is a good number 2. You know what I'm saying? Whoever man in nickel is fine. Jerry Jacobs give you tremendous depth behind that. Emmanuel Mosley give you tremendous depth around that. But you're looking for somebody eventually to be the guy, to be your Dion, to be your Charles Woodson, your Rod Woodson, your Chris McAllister, your Champ Bailey. You looking for that, your Darrell Green. And I think kind of how they backfield set up, you need somebody that can really, really run. And if you get somebody that can run real fast, super athletic, and can play the position, I think that's what they're pretty much looking for. So, a true number one. Maybe not for next year or the year after next, but 3, 4, year 3, 4, and 5, and so on. You're looking for somebody to be an absolute stud and who lock down and be your number one corner. So, they did a rehaul of secondary, but in my opinion, I don't think it's over, especially with these Okudah rumors starting to surface. So, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Link tree, the first link in the description. Take you everywhere I'm on social media or whatever my platforms are. Peace.